All right, so here's your 3 cards. First card for you, Sag, is Temperance, which is a Sagittarian card. Second one is the Queen of Swords. And the third one is the Prince of Wands. So Temperance is an interesting card, or art, as it's called on this deck. Temperance means there's a higher timing than yours to everything in the universe. You know, when we think about what we want, when we want it, and we can motivate ourselves to work hard and go for it and do everything we can to manifest what we want. However, some situations, some things in our lives, other people are involved. Higher timing is involved. For example, if we talk about love, let's say, well, you might be waiting for your Mr. or Mrs. Right, and you might be fully ready, but it doesn't mean that they are. Maybe there's things in your future person's life that have not played out or finished up yet, and they're not ready to receive you. If you're talking about having a baby, there's your soul, your partner's soul, and the baby's soul. And those are 3 people's individual timing. So there's no right or wrong when you look at the world through that lens. There's just, when the timing is right, things will happen. We can try to set the stage, create the right conditions for it to happen, but we don't have control over when. So is this making any kind of sense for what you're going through in some area of your life right now? Is there something where you can recognize that you might be trying to push the envelope to make something happen, and you're hitting walls? Are you feeling impatient? It's a good time to step back and take a look at, well, what are all the factors involved in this, and how can I look at it in terms of a higher timing, a divine timing, so that you take the pressure off of yourself to make something happen, or you take the pressure off yourself as to why something isn't happening the way you want it to, or as fast as you want it to. The other aspect are the 2 people involved in this reading here, the Queen of Swords and the Prince of Wands. So the Queen of Swords is usually a more mature woman who's quite smart. She's strategic. She could be called brilliant. She can also be very cold, you know. Everything is just about logic or rationale. Everything is about the strategy, not how people feel. So could this be you? Could this be somebody involved in this situation where you're trying to push something forward and it's not happening the way you want? Are you dealing with her? Because if you are, in some way, then it would be the Queen of Swords who has to learn that emotion is also a part of people's willingness to do things, the receptivity to ideas, their readiness, their ability to implement things. So she would have to, that's your X factor of timing. She has to learn that, to let go of that, or integrate more fully a human experience, why things aren't working. Now, the Prince of Wands, usually we like this kind of guy. He's, and this could be a she, but it's usually somebody pretty confident. Probably how you were when you were young. You know, you had no fear. You just showed up sort of winging it. You took risks. You're probably pretty funny. And pretty spontaneous, didn't make too many plans, didn't worry about that. And things just tended to probably work out for you. Now, this can lead to a bit of, you know, there can be mishaps, right? When there's no planning and strategy. The Queen of Swords is erring on that side, and the Prince of Wands is like, I'll just show up. Queen of Swords is like, no, no, I've written a whole plan, a whole script. Prince of Wands goes, I'll just show up. I'll just make it up as I go. It'll be fine. So you could be torn between two people like this. This could be stalling, or what you're waiting to, what's waiting to be resolved as to why your situation is maybe stagnating or not going as the way you wanted. This could also just be two sides of yourself that you're grappling with. Are you both? This could be your sort of inner critic or tyrant versus your inner rebel speaking. At any rate, this month is coming up to, at the end of it, we start Gemini, which is your opposite sign, and it's sort of your one of your harder times of year, possibly. It also accents relationships and partnerships a lot when we're in Gemini for you. So it's sort of a message just to allow yourself to be more flexible about when and how and with who things need to happen. And allow the universe to also just present things and solutions or people or different venues or whatever have you. Allow an X factor, Surrender that you can't control the timing of what you want, and you'll see it actually happen faster. So if you need a longer reading this month about your personal situation, you can reach me at river-rain.com, or you can message me below this video. Take care of yourself.